Hello there everyone, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Botox Games, and today we are going over my 10 biggest hopes for Mario Kart 9, Mario Kart 10, whatever the agreed upon name is for the next mainline entry in the Mario Kart series. I am very, very excited for this game. It's been a long time since we had a new console Mario Kart, over 10 years. So it's safe to say expectations are actually pretty high for this game. You know, when it comes to Nintendo's core franchises, I feel like expectations, at least for me anyway, are already pretty high. You know, Zelda, Smash Bros, 3D Mario. Mario Kart having such a big gap of time between its last core entry definitely has me feeling actually a little bit skeptical on whether or not they can deliver one, you know, this being the first new entry in 10 years. So today I wanted to go over my 10 biggest hopes for this game, and we'll start off with number 1 here, costumes. I want costumes, and this is going to be a running theme throughout this video, but I want more reasons to come back to this game. Mario Kart Tour Mobile is something that I didn't really get that into, but I always saw people playing it, and I always got a little envious because, man, listen, I don't want to get caught up in a gacha game, but there are so many cool costumes and so much cool support that game got. Let me have Mario Maker Builder Mario, Fire Mario, Ice Mario. I mean, we already have the different Yoshis and Shy Guys. Go crazy with it. Mario Kart Tour has all the different tour-themed costume sets where you have Daisy and all these different characters and like different outfits. Do that. Add that as content to Mario Kart 9. Have it be unlockable through playing online, winning races, that kind of thing. I just want more things to unlock, more things to grind for. That's what I love about something like Splatoon. Splatoon 1 through 3, being able to constantly play and unlock new things, new weapons, new gear. I want that same kind of philosophy to be applied to Mario Kart 9 because Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, you know, I love playing online in that game. Once you unlock all the kart parts and all the characters, you're kind of just playing to play it, which is fine, but I want there to be costumes. I think it is such an easy win for this game and an easy way to have, you know, a consistent life cycle of support, which leads me into number 2. I want consistent supports. I want this game, you know, I think this is a taboo term, but I want this to basically be a live service game. I want there to be new characters, costumes, carts, tracks. I want there to be maybe battle passes. Maybe they'd be free like in Splatoon, like the catalog in Splatoon 3, but just consistent support. That is what I want to see from this game. I want this to go for, you know, 4 or 5 years. I don't want us to get 18 months of content updates for Mario Kart 9 and then they're just, you know, done. I want this to encompass a lot of the Switch 2's life. So like, I want this to always be a thing that is popping up in Nintendo Directs. Oh, where's the new Mario Kart update? Oh, they're bringing back that track. Oh, they're adding this new track. This character's coming back. They're adding these new carts. I want that to be a consistent thing for several years of Mario Kart 9, and get more community events in there, man. Give us like an equivalent of Splatfests or the ARMS Party Crashes. Put those in a Mario Kart game. Right now with Mario Kart 8, they don't really do events at all. In fact, they just don't. There are no events in Mario Kart 8. Give us some sort of Splatfest-like thing. Let us pick a team and race on it, get points for that team. Maybe not literally copying Splatfest of like, oh, or is it this topic or that topic, but some sort of like community event that gets people logging on, and maybe you get some exclusive gear or costumes that way, that kind of thing. Give us more reasons to keep playing beyond just the fun factor, which, to be fair, is a major aspect, but give us a lot of consistent support. That is what I want to see for Mario Kart 9. Number 3 is more beefy single-player content. This is something that Mario Kart has kind of always been lacking, but to be honest, it's not something that I've ever really felt like was an issue, honestly. Like, you know, I grew up with Mario Kart DS, Mario Kart Wii, you know, the mission mode in DS is so cool. But when we're talking about a new Mario Kart after 10 years of not having a new console Mario Kart, something that I think would really go a long way to set this one apart from the rest of the pack is some sort of story mode like what you saw in Mario Maker 2, where maybe it's only a couple hours long, but just something there. You have a little bit of a hub you drive around, Diddy Kong Racing style. That would be neat. If not a proper story mode, bring back mission mode. Mario Kart is fun in races, obviously, but I also kind of just like driving around. I like the way that Mario Kart feels. So take those battle mode maps and do mission mode stuff, or make completely unique mission mode maps, that kind of thing. There's so much more they can do with the gameplay and the mechanics and how everything feels than just racing in battle mode. Maybe bring mission mode back, but also definitely add just like a bunch of challenges. I love little achievement lists. I love that kind of thing. If the Switch 2 isn't going to have like a native across the console achievement system like PlayStation and Xbox has, give me a list of things to do in the game. Even if it's just stuff like do 100 races as Wario, and then you get the Wario God title, and you can put that on your, like, your little player banner or something like that. Give me more content to kind of grind for, be that online or be that in the single player. Next up is number 4. So there's a couple of different areas I want to cover here. Characters. I think it'd be really cool if Mario Kart 9 kind of had that everyone is here moment, like Smash Bros had, where you just have every character from the series return. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe with the Booster Course Pass DLC is already pretty close. You're only missing a handful of characters there. Rob is one that I'm not sure if they could even really bring back. How would Rob ride on a bike? I guess it doesn't really need to make sense. But some sort of everyone is here moment would be really cool for this game, just to, you know, have everybody there. But also, I really want better Mario representation. I'm not necessarily talking about, like, RPG characters or spin-off characters, although that would be very cool. I would love to see Mallow in this game, a boy Mallow from Mario RPG. That would be wonderful. Prince Peasley, that's a meme, but sure, why not? But I want better Mario representation beyond that. You know, there's stuff like Mario Wonder, the Poplins, you have the Brutals in Mario Odyssey, you have the Piantos from Mario Sunshine. Like, there are core Mario iconic characters that aren't playable in Mario Kart. Hell, put a Goomba in a cart. Sure, why not? Chain Chomp, King Bomb. Like, there's still stuff they can do beyond just adding more babies. I don't really have an issue with the babies. I get it. It's got to balance the roster and the different weight classes. But I want better Mario representation, even if that doesn't necessarily mean, like, RPG and, like, really niche characters. There's really no excuse at this point for EGAD not to be in there, you know? And in Mario Kart Tour, they actually added Poochie from Yoshi in Mario Kart Tour as a playable character, which I think is a really great step in the right direction. I really want to see more stuff like that. But then let's address the elephant in the room, and that is guest characters. I know this is a very hot debate for a lot of people. What will they do for guest characters in this game? I know a lot of people don't want guest characters in Mario Kart 9, and I understand that. I want tasteful guest characters. And what I mean by that is I want characters that make sense and would look right in a cart next to Mario. So characters like the Animal Crossing villagers and the Inklings, I think those are good. But a character like Link, this humanoid man, I don't think Link really fits. I don't think Captain Falcon would fit, even though he has some of the best tracks in the game. I don't really think Samus would fit. But give me Olimar. Give me a bunch of Pikmin driving the cart. Give me Kirby. Give me basically any small, cute Nintendo character. Put them in a cart. I don't want the humanoid characters. I think it looks a little weird. It's a little uncanny. I don't like it. But characters from, like, Pikmin or even Star Fox, like, I think that could work as well. I want tasteful guest characters. I don't want Zelda in there. I don't want Snake from Metal Gear, you know, making his way into this either. I want purposeful, tasteful, first-party Nintendo crossover characters. That is what I want to see, while also getting a better representation for the core Mario cast. That is what I'm hopeful for here. Number 5, Mario Kart TV. So this is something that we kind of know is going to be brought back. Mario Kart TV, of course, was introduced in Mario Kart 8, and in that game, it was to share clips online, but then in 8 Deluxe, it kind of just became a brand, and then you post your clips to social media through the Switch inherently, but then that got removed, obviously. Now that you can't post to Twitter from your Switch itself because they removed that feature, I think it'd be really cool if Mario Kart TV is back in this game, more than just like an in-universe branding thing, where you actually have some sort of Mario Kart social media board on the game. You can post clips, highlights, replays, that kind of thing. Just another way to add more of a sense of community. I think that'd just be a nice thing to bring back, especially if the Switch 2 does not have some sort of Twitter or social media integration. Maybe there's even like a Mario Kart TV app where you upload a clip on the game, but then you check the app and it's already there. You can download it, post it on social media that way. Some sort of nice replay, customizable features there would be pretty cool. Number 6, kind of building upon what I mentioned earlier with some sort of like event Splatfest style thing here. I want more robust online modes and options. When you go to play Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Online, you can't even select what CC you're racing on. That's gotta change. But really, I just want to see more wacky stuff. I love racing in Mario Kart. It's great. But what if you have like a hide and seek mode though? Like, that'd be really cool. Or maybe a worldwide race selection where there's no items for people that want to play that way. Just more menu options when you're going to play online. Maybe they have it like a lot of modern games do, where you select which ones you want to queue for. I know some people will say, oh, if you have too many different online modes, you won't be able to find matches very quickly. That's basically completely rectified simply by having it be a queuing system where you select what modes you want to queue for, and then you queue up for all of them at once. A lot of modern games like Call of Duty and Battlefield do this. If Mario Kart could do something like that with these new online modes, that would be really awesome. And speaking of those new online modes, number 7, something that I really want to see in this game, one of my favorite additions to Mario Kart 8 was 200cc. Listen, I know people do mods for Mario Kart Wii and everything of like 1000cc, 99,000cc. What if we got 250cc or maybe 300cc? The tracks in Mario Kart 9 so far are looking to be quite a bit bigger than what we're used to, especially with there being 24-player races. Listen, man, when 200cc came out, I was, it was crazy. And it's still, it's a bit of an adjustment to go from playing 150 to 200. But no one's playing 50cc or 100cc, let's be real. No one's playing on those speed levels. 150 should really be the base, and then 200 could be your faster mode, and then it'd be really cool if there was an even faster 300cc mode, especially since those tracks are bigger. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Number 8, this is getting a little bit more into, I guess, the competitive side, or the serious Mario Kart play side. I want them to somehow fix bagging. I don't know how they'll do it. If you don't know what bagging is, basically it's when you stay in the back, lower place, so you can get a good item from the item box, and you can, get to the front very easily and with a good item in your reservoir. Fix that somehow. I don't know what they gotta do. Getting rid of double item boxes would probably help, but also double item boxes are a lot of fun. So maybe certain tracks shouldn't have double item boxes. I'm not sure, but if they could fix bagging in any way, that would make the online experience just a lot better. Because when I go online, I'm in a little bit of a higher VR, like that. Basically every race, there's someone doing it, and it's so annoying. Fix bagging, Nintendo. I don't like it. Number 9, this is a big one. I actually made a dedicated video about this over a year ago at this point, but I made a video titled Mario Kart Wonder or something along those lines. And when we got the reveal trailer for Mario Kart 9, everybody was looking at this little Yoshi gas station, and there's this little thing that kind of looks like a Wonder Seed in the race, in the track. And a lot of people are saying now, like, what if Mario Kart 9 has some sort of wonder effect? And that's what I was saying in that video so long ago. Every Mario Kart kind of has its new gimmick. And I don't necessarily think this would be the exact thing, but you look at Mario Kart Wii that added bikes and the kind of half pipe trick things, and as well as tricks. Actually, that was the first time we saw tricks in a Mario Kart game. Mario Kart 7 added underwater and gliding. Mario Kart 8 added anti-gravity. I think all of these things are going to come back for Mario Kart 9, but what can they add that is truly unique? Even Mario Kart Tour had the tracks where each lap would change which route you're going. I think they're going to take that idea even further, where you will have tracks that completely transform based on maybe certain criteria being fulfilled. Think of the Hyrule Circuit track where you grab the rupees or you hit the little spinny things and that middle center spot opens up. You know what I'm talking about. Think of that, but like on an insane level where if you do something on the track while you're racing, it completely changes the terrain, completely changes the routes. Maybe it doesn't need to be activated. Maybe it just happens inherently while you're racing. We're actually seeing this with the new Sonic Crossworlds racing game, where the gimmick of the track design in that game is basically the rings as they are in the Sonic movie, the portals. That's how the tracks are designed, where you go through a portal and you basically end up on a completely different track in a completely different setting. I kind of want to see that for Mario Kart, and that's something I've been talking about for a while. Give me tracks that completely change while you're racing on them. The Mario Kart Tour tracks are actually kind of in that same ballpark, but I want them to dial it up to 1,000. I wonder if they could even maybe do some sort of, like, I don't want to say procedurally generated thing here, but what if they basically designed a bunch of segments to tracks, and they could mix and match them based on some sort of portal that you go through, like what we're kind of seeing with Sonic Racing Crossworlds, where you go through like a warp pipe or something, and there's 10 different options for what you could come out on. So while you're racing online, while you're playing this game, you never really know exactly what to expect. For time trials and stuff, for that part of the community, it would still be like a stock, this is what the track is. This is the guaranteed seed every time. It's going to pop up this way every single time. But online, while you're doing story mode, what if it was randomized? Some sort of randomized element could actually be a lot of fun to this game. I don't know. I think this game's gimmick is going to be something like that, but we will have to wait and see. I think it'd be a really, really fun addition to Mario Kart 9. And then number 10, this is a little bit vague, but I just want to play this game and see something and experience something that makes me go, oh, that's really cool. I think we might actually see whatever that thing is in the next trailer. I look back to the Mario Odyssey reveal in 2017, and then 5 months later at E3 that year, we saw the reveal of the capture mechanic where you could take over a frog and a Goomba and all that stuff. I really want to see something in Mario Kart 9 that makes me feel the same way I felt when I saw the capture mechanic in Mario Odyssey. I want something that just completely subverts expectations and makes me really surprised and excited for this new entry in the series. Just something that's very pleasant, you know. It's like, oh, that's a smart, nice addition to this game. So that is going to do it for my 10 biggest hopes for Mario Kart 9. I would love to hear what you guys think in the comments down below. What do you think of my wishes? But also, what do you want to see added to this game? I would love to get a conversation going down below. Of course, subscribe here for more Nintendo Switch content, Mario Kart 9 content. I will be covering this game more extensively as we get closer and closer to the release, especially when we get a little bit more information on it. And until next time, folks, peace!